So this is our view out the window here. Yeah, we are out at Caballo Lake. Close this a little bit. And at first we were on the other side. Now at Caballo Lake, they've got two sides. They have the place right here by the lake, and then they have another area that's by the kind of the river area. Now, I was over by the river area to begin with, but it is full of burrs over there. Those horrible ones that are just, they get in your shoes, they get in your car. They're painful for the dogs. So I left there and came over here to Caballo. And there's a lot of areas here at Caballo Lake. They have a lot of areas that you can boondock in if you have the New Mexico State Park Pass. Again, a lot of areas that you can boondock in, and they also have up the hill areas where they have plug-ins, everything, if you want the plug-ins. But I do like the scenery, again, over by the lakes, over by the riverside. But the problem with it is that it's full of burrs. I was just over there and I went to get out to walk the puppies. I looked and the tires were full of them. I looked at my shoes. They were already full of them. So, I got in the car and hot-footed it over to this area. And it's quite fine. Now, if you go in the back roads over here, out on the dirt road area, you're going to get the burrs, okay? But you can come over. There's a lot of open space up here that is the rocks, but it's not bad that you can boondock. And that's where I prefer to come out. If I come out to Caballo, I come out to this area where you can see the lake over here. And usually there's nobody else over here, maybe one other person once in a while. But they do have some fire rings and stuff that people have created in this area as well. And I prefer it because I can be here closer to looking at the lake. And really, if you're boondocking, this is a good place. Again, if you have dogs, you don't want to be out in the area with all the burrs and stuff. And there's nothing worse than going out and you're walking and you come in and then they get in your carpet on your in your living space and you take your shoes off and you get those burrs in your foot. This is just definitely, it's not pleasant, not fun. So anyway, the weather out here today is lovely. It's in the 50s, so I don't have to have on the climate control at all. I have the door open a little bit, and so, yeah, it doesn't cost me anything to come in here. Again, if you're a veteran and you live in New Mexico, you can get a lifetime free pass. So it no longer costs me anything to come in here if I'm doing boondocking. And if you are wanting to reserve a spot that's got electric and everything, all you pay is the reservation fee, which is $3.40 something a day. So sometimes, even though I don't need it, once in a while I'll go up and park in one of those areas with the hookups and everything, just because it's sometimes it's more level and it's and still, so only $3.40 something cents a day. You can't beat it. So anyway, we're out here and going to enjoy the day. I've got some, as you can see, I put up some little curtains up here. They're just fun for the Christmas thing. And I've got some other ones, a little longer ones. I've got a couple of other curtains. So I can put up in the evening time when I put up my window coverings. So it's just nicer to see these little curtains rather than just see those silver window coverings staring back at you. Okay, I still put up the window coverings though because they help to insulate things. So I still put them up, but I am putting up some curtains in the evening as well. Just so I can have a little bit of fun during this holiday season. I've got it all holidayed out in here. So just really enjoying that. So on that note, I'll leave that here. I'm going to make some egg bites here in a couple seconds. And yeah, when I have my climate control off, I'm not running things off the hybrid. Then I have an external battery for my refrigerator. And even with this off, I can turn on my inverter. Okay, I don't have to have the engine running to turn on the inverter. So I'm going to do that in a few minutes so that I can plug in and make my egg bites. Everything I can do inside my vehicle, inside my living space, which is really beneficial. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.